And a big thank you to the KRIM Community Spotlight sponsor, Desert Financial. Good morning, everyone. Chris Higgins in the studio filling in for Randy Roberson today. He is home in Tonto Basin for the day. So, hey, I'm jumping in here behind the mic. And for Community Spotlight this morning, we have the Star Valley town of Star Valley, and Councilmember Ray Armington and Town Manager Tim Greer. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you. Good morning, Chris.
Yeah, and it's been a little bit, and hopefully, we can get you guys coming in on a regular basis just to update everyone, let everyone know what's happening in Star Valley. And I know, like Payson, there's always something going on, even in the little towns. It's amazing how many things are happening on a daily basis, isn't it, Ray?
Yeah. It's, with the growth that we've had over the last, say, 5 years, everything's just ballooned,
Mm-hmm.
and but we're trying our best to keep up with it at the town. We're constantly doing infrastructure work and getting new water lines put in and getting grant money so that we don't have the burden on our water users. And, it's just hopping.
Always something. And and all those projects, it's crazy. They cost money, Tim. I mean, how does that work? Why do those things cost money?
Well, they do, and they take a lot of time too. As you know, the planning starts maybe years in advance, and then maybe 3-4 years down the road, you finally see your project and people enjoying it, like the park and the community garden. But there's a lot of planning behind it, and a lot of time, and a lot of work, and usually a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. That is so true. And again, if you're listening, we're talking to members from the town of Star Valley, Councilmember Ray Armington and Town Manager Tim Greer. And we're also streaming live on the KRIM FM Facebook page, as well as the KRIM YouTube channel. So if you're watching and you have a question for these guys, or you want to say hi, or you want to compliment them, say, hey, I really enjoy that park in Star Valley, because and I mentioned that to you, Ray, I talked to a few people that just have really complimented the park and how nice it is, and they have, events, birthday parties, get-togethers, weddings. Yeah, so the park, that is amazing.
We're, I forgot to ask Edie, but we're usually booked out on the weekends for events when the weather's right. Mm-hmm. That little green area with where the weddings are held, we spent a little bit of money this year and extended the grassy area so it's even larger than it was before to take a bigger group. Mm-hmm. We put some money into the pickleball courts. Mm-hmm. And there's lines of people waiting to play pickleball over there now. And,
we know how that is. The same, here where in Payson, one of the tennis courts was converted into, pickleball courts, and I know at first there was a little bit of hesitancy and, oh no, wait, get rid of a tennis court, oh no, but the popularity of pickleball, it is incredible.
Yeah, I've never played it, but I've got enough going on at my own house with horses that I don't have to worry about I'm not in the best of shape.
Well, the zip line that we put in out there has been really popular, and that was something that Chancey Nutt had to talk me into. Because as an attorney, I'm thinking liability.
Yes, yeah.
And I think Snowflake had a zip line up there that was just very, very popular, and so they put the zip line, the new version of zip lines, not flying through the jungle tops. And boy, people just love the zip line. It's very safe. It's low to the ground. It's made out of metal, and boy, the kids just love the zip line at the park.
Well, I think out at the Rim they have a zip line, don't they? That goes from like the playground, or no, they have a slide, not a zip line. I think it's a slide. But wow, zip line, that's pretty cool.
It's not very big, and it's got its weight limitations, but it's all about the kids. And,
Yeah.
and if they can have a good time with it.
Well, speaking of kids, have somebody, I don't know, Ray, you might know this person, Charmaine, that's watching, saying, hey, Papa Ray, hello from your grandson.
That's my grandson.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a great amenity to have out there
Oh,
the
yeah.
park, that's for sure. And like you said, it didn't happen overnight, like all projects, it takes some time, but it is, I believe, a great example of really good planning on the town of Tower Valley Park. So, kudos to you guys. It was
Well,
really good.
it started way back when. I mean, it was a little idea of Gary Coons, the mayor.
Well, to first purchase the land, and
Mhm.
we picked up the land on the courthouse stairs. It was in foreclosure, and then we sat on it a little while, and then started to turn it into a park, and we have some, some excitement with some new things going in. Willow trees, I think you know about those, right?
Yep. Yeah, they're putting in more shade for the kids and stuff.
Mhm.
I think there's 10 total, right? And there'll be some nice weeping willow trees and some Navajo globe willow trees. So
Mm. Wow.
those will be nice and green and
Mhm.
provide good shade and well, it's shady up there anyway.
Yeah.
And there's barbecue areas for events for family.
Mhm.
As soon as we can find a concrete crew, we're
Mhm.
supposed to be starting on our little water feature, our splash pad.
Mhm.
And then also on the park is one of our major wells. So that's kind of a dual role that park plays.
Oh, nice.
It had a good water well. We punched it out bigger and it's producing good. So,
Oh, that is really cool.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And the willow trees was a project with the county.
Mhm.
And the county board of supervisors stepped up and donated some money to, I think, $3,300
Mhm.
to the willow trees with it. So they're over at Plant Fair right now, waiting to be planted once we can get Roy Hott, our job order contract. I think it's great when you can do a project that is coordinated with, either the town of Payson. We do a lot with the town of Payson, and the partnerships that we've had with the town have been very valuable to us, and the county as well. And that's one of the projects that came through for us, the willow trees with the three board of supervisors.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, are there any other projects or any other things that you have going on? I know this was a few years ago, but I remember being out at the I don't know, groundbreaking ceremony or the ribbon cutting of the garden.
I think 60, maybe 65, 60,
And
65.
and you're on a waiting list to get in. You know?
Mhm.
And
Wow.
and that was just a thoughtful thing for the community that the
Mhm.
town stepped in there, and we had the space, so why
Mhm.
not?
Mhm.
And it's a little gathering spot.
Yeah.
I mean, and once a year they always get it's kind of like the Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We have
Their
those,
bounty.
their bounty for the year,
Yeah.
and everybody puts on a little meal there, for the community. So.
Oh, nice.
We also have another project waiting on permitting right now. Is we got new LED lighting for our corridor,
Oh, okay.
so that'll kind of make the town light up a little bit. But
Yeah.
it's going to be like what you guys put up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect your dark skies,
No.
but it'll light up
Yeah.
the sidewalks and light up the streets, so
Yep.
it's safer for the people walking.
Mhm.
And as you're going through, you can maybe see a couple of 3 elk, so you don't hit them right in the downtown area.
Yeah. No, that was a great project, doing, the conversion to LED lights in Payson. It just, you really notice the difference. But like you said, they had all the shields to where the light is projected, straight
Yeah.
down onto the ground where it's not going up into the sky. But it was just such a cleaner, brighter light. And the difference in energy consumption.
Yeah.
It was significant. So,
Yeah.
definitely a good project. Now, are there street lights off of 87? I'm trying to think, like down Moonlight or other drives.
There's a couple, nothing that the town has.
Okay,
I mean, there's
yeah.
a couple of, Steve Corey's got some lighting down there.
Mhm.
Those are his. I think Plant Fair has a big overhead light that's theirs.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and then of
Not-
course Circle K lights up half the town. So,
That's, yeah,
but-
yeah, there are a few lights there, huh? But
Yeah.
they're all private, they're not
They're all private.
town owned.
correct, yeah. And then, like I said, they're waiting on permitting and stuff because there is some activity on that big piece of property.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really venture into that one, but at this point in time, we're kind of on hold. So make sure that we do it and do it right, and we don't have to move a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Yeah, yeah, there you go. You mentioned one of the other employees, Chansey?
Chansey, yeah, she's
Chansey.
our finance administrator, assistant town manager there in town. Been with us for quite a while now and just great.
Mm-hmm. And we do, probably would be good to, mention the town. You have a small group, town employees. That, I was gonna ask, how many? 3? Is-
Well, 3. We have a water operator. We contract out with Dean Schaefer, who's a good old boy, been around here forever doing water, and he's our water operator.
Okay.
And Roy Hott's the job order contractor, does all the streets and roads work for us. And we it's fun to talk about the park, fun to talk about the community garden, but still we're there with the to improve roads and water, really the priority of the town. And so Roy does all of our road work, and then we work with the town of Payson with community development. And they do a plan review, they do building permits for us, and
Okay.
so water department, town of Payson Water Department. Tanner's great, he does the backup with if there is some major break. You guys over at the town of Payson, they have the big boy tools and toys, the vac truck,
The
and
vac
so
truck,
we use
yeah.
them. So those relationships have been very important for us to be able to keep down our expenditures and then be able to spend money on things like water projects and road projects. And then we often Ray was talking about the park and having a good well on that, and that was one of the primary reasons we bought the park property, not thinking about it becoming a park, but the well. And same thing with the the community garden. We bought that property and developed that with a community development block grant, and put a well on that to support water on the north side. And then in tandem, we were able to do the community garden over there. So we're always thinking about what our primary tasks are, which is the still roads and still water.
Yeah, no, and that is nice. It's good that you're able to contract out those services, and you have whether it's the town of Payson or individuals, business people that can provide those services, in the area.
And
So.
you're not having to provide, an employee full-time.
Yeah, because maybe going back 10 years or so, there were more employees in Star Valley, weren't there? Or for the town, a few more?
There were probably about twice as many, probably more than that. And then when I came on as town manager, there was a bit of a shift in strategy and how to run the town. And so I've been one to always look at expenditures and try to hold down expenditures. So and that's an important part of running the town, I think.
And something that Ray pointed out before we came in here is that you're really kind of an old timer, Tim.
Or just old.
No, old timer as far as town managers go.
Well,
because how many years now have you been the town manager for Star Valley?
I think I'm going on about 13 years, and
Wow.
it's been great to be with Star Valley. I've been lucky to have great councils, great mayors. Ronnie McDaniel, our mayor for a long time, was a dear friend, and most of us that have been around remember Ronnie as judge, and so I've been lucky to be with Star Valley, and it's a great challenge, and I've been able to have great employees work with me in addition to a great council too.
And now you still, you do serve as also the town attorney, correct, for Star Valley?
Right, I do have my law degree and,
Yes.
but legal work, sometimes we farm it out, but, like all of our employees, we do dual roles at Star
Yes.
Valley. For example, Chancey is a finance administrator and assistant town manager and IT tech and.
We're just talking about our IT.
Yeah.
If something breaks, it's not me that's fixing it. It's
not
usually
Ray?
Chancey.
It's not Ray that fixes the
not at
computers?
all. I know how to unplug it.
Yeah, we had that first step. Have you unplugged it?
Yeah.
Yes.
We had that conversation this morning.
Yeah, no, and that's just an example of that efficiency, and also I remember the Arizona League of Cities and Towns, and they show all the pay, and they just will list Star Valley, and I remember some people commenting, wow, Star Valley town manager, wait, get this much? It's like, yeah, but you don't realize he's also serving as the town attorney as well. So that's a great savings. That's, wonderful for the town of Star Valley and the residents.
Yes, it is.
To be able to have their town manager also serve as town attorney. That's a great deal. It's a great deal and a benefit.
Yep.
Well, Councilperson Vinnie's favorite story is that he caught me walking back from the park with a toilet plunger. And I wasn't really a happy camper doing that, but I was doing that.
Yeah.
And George was driving down 260 and saw that, so he loves to tell that story. So sometimes it's manager, attorney / plumber.
Plumber and landscaper.
And landscaper.
Landscaper. Sometimes we do it all there.
I think
There's a mower under the porch there at the town hall, and on a good day, you'll see Tim out there mowing the front yard. So.
Yeah, that's I think in a small town and rural communities, that's what you see. With so many people, whether a business, a municipality, it's the same. You talk to different departments with the town of Payson, and it's the same thing. The roles that they take on. They just do what they need to do.
Well, we've talked a little bit about Chancey, but another big role down in our office is Edie, and she is officially our town clerk, but she takes on she helps write the grants, so she's an important part of our little town too. So little shout out to her.
There we go.
Yeah, she does a lot of the writing, a lot of the legal work. Chancey does the administration of all the community development block grants, so that saves us a lot of money, and that's something that we really try to focus on is the grant money that we have available to us, and in doing that, we're able to keep water rates low. That we do the major infrastructure improvements through the water system and keep those water rates low. So I'm sure the water users enjoy that.
There we go. So any larger projects or anything that kind of on the horizon or that is in the works, or when you talked about planning and how things are out there, is there something that is being discussed, being looked at in the early planning stages for Star Valley?
We're going to be doing some water replacement lines. We're going to, some of those water lines on help me out with the street name.
What is up on the north side of the highway?
Yeah. So behind Articat. And some of that water line's been there for 40, 50 years, and it's all 6-inch, 4-inch. So we're going to be tearing into that and replacing it all with 8-inch line. Tim is overseeing a lot of those projects, and then we've got about 90% of our water wells connected now, right?
We do, and I think some of our attention is going to start turning to water. I mean, I think it always has.
Yes,
Down Valley, Star Valley Incorporated because of water, and we still look at what improvements we can make with the water system. Ray's talking about the latest community development block grant project and upsizing some of the pipes. One thing that I'll be approaching council with is doing a water master plan and see what our system can provide is fire protection as well as potable water. We're a potable water system. But I think that we've accomplished so much with our water system that now we're going to be able to take a look at some bigger projects with the water. So I'll be proposing to council to look hard at a water master plan and the road plan. And take a look at what we're going to do in both of those major arenas.
And as far as land in Star Valley, is there still some land, that for developing, or do you see homes going in, or is it, new construction, not really that?
We're pretty boxed in Star
Yeah.
Valley. Our there's the big piece of property across from the Circle K that's undeveloped yet, but
Yeah.
out where I live by Diamond Point, those are all little ranch communities, farm communities, little 2.5 acre pieces. Not too many, and
Yeah.
and you can see that in the prices of the properties for sale. The ones that are for sale are up there.
Yes.
It's but yeah, I don't think we can grow too much. It's just not there.
Gotcha. Yeah, it is interesting, watching, all the development in Rim Country and, Payson, Star Valley, things, because things are, changing, or things, happening, but Pine, Strawberry as well. Yeah, it's just interesting to see in real estate and housing just in general. I know we were talking about tiny homes before we came in here, and just kind of the role of tiny homes and how you're seeing those in more and more communities across the country, and just a way for people to have affordable homes, affordable housing.
And I don't think we have a problem in Star Valley filling up those few little tiny home parks. I mean, they're the W Ranch, who took over the Star Vale trailer park, they've really went through that little park and cleaned it all up, paved the roads, and started new, and it's almost full in the back if you drive through there.
Wow.
And then the Hunter's Lodge, which was the Star Valley Motel, that's all changed hands, and now it's a really nice, when you drive into that park, it's beautiful. Paved all the roads, re-landscaped. Got on, and they're on, I think they're scheduled to be on board with our water company, so.
Yeah, I think they're already hooked up with
Yeah.
it, and but I don't think Star Valley is going to grow a lot, but I think you're going to see some significant changes there, the changeover with the RV parks, and I think you're going to see some commercial development that will start to break ground pretty soon. But I don't think Star Valley really wants to grow that much. I think that we in government have to be sensitive to what the community really wants, and I think they really want to preserve the integrity of what they have had for generations there. And so, I try to look at that, and when we guide council and make decisions, that, I think that's an important part of it is, what does the community want?
It's just good feeling. I mean, you can drive down through the main of Star Valley and on any given day and see Roy Hott out taking a little exercise walk, and he's always waving, and you wave at this guy and that guy, and it's a close-knit little community, and it's like everybody. So
You're not saying Roy's friendly on his walks.
That's what Ray's saying. I heard him say he waved to people.
He's waving and smiling.
Waving
That
and
does sound
smiling.
like Roy
Sometimes
Hott
you
on the
gotta-
walk to me.
Sometimes you have to toot the horn a couple times, making way.
Yeah.
But
That's funny.
You'll see Bob O'Connor and his wife walking down the main drag, getting their exercise, and
Yeah,
so.
there you go.
And we also got our mile of Star Valley dedicated this year to Ronnie McDaniel, and you'll see the town staff and all the council people out there cleaning up. About once a year we go through there and clean up all the garbage and trash,
Oh, nice.
and that's a way to get new council people too, because people don't slow down, so we can push them old ones out on the road, you know.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
just kidding.
Well, we've had, when you talked about the Bob O'Connors and the town and Roy, we've had a lot of help with community and,
Mhm.
Bob and Becky
Yeah.
really were the ones that put the community garden in place and donated so much of their time and to make that project go and made it affordable so that
Mhm.
we could.
And then,
Roy does the same thing.
and
So does George.
Glenn McCombs at Plant
Oh,
Fair
yeah.
Nursery,
Glenn's
big with
always
the
doing that.
garden.
Yeah, he's always over there, and he was, of course, huge in the community
Mhm.
gardens with O'Connors. But that O'Connors never like to have me mention them. They quietly do so much for the town, but
Mhm.
and don't like the credit that they so deserve with it, and so as well as with Glenn.
Yeah, there we go. Well, again, talking with Star Valley Councilmember Ray Armington and Star Valley Town Manager Tim Greer, and you know what? A half an hour is up, just like that, guys.
And it,
Half an hour. We've been gabbing for half an hour. I know. So it'll be good. Hopefully, we can get you guys on the calendar, get the town of Star Valley in here, on a regular basis, just to talk about what's happening.
and we probably should throw out the names. We got a great council
Mm-hmm.
from Bill McDaniel, who is also the granddaughter of our late mayor.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Bobby Davis,
Mm-hmm.
outstanding person.
Easy money, Bobby Davis.
Easy
That's
money,
easy
Bobby
money.
Davis. Yeah.
Easy money.
Well, you don't spend a lot of money on his hair, that's for sure.
Well, hey, I know what that
Okay.
is. Yeah, I know how that is. Bobby and I have the same barber.
We got Mrs. Rappaport, Sharon, and Andy McKinney on the other side of the table, and George Benny and myself. We're all right there behind Gary Kuhn, and it's a great council. We all get along. I don't think you can put 7 people to make decisions if you don't get along. And I can't say enough about our council. We have a great group of people.
Yeah, no, that is good. Yeah, get different people up here.
Mhm.
And I know Andy's in every Friday, not talking Town of Star Valley, but talking movies.
Yeah,
That's right.
He's the movie guy.
He is the movie guy.
See.
Heck, his face is on T-shirts, so it's official.
Well, he should be on the radio because he's got a face for radio.
He does. There we go. Well, hey, thank you so much, guys, for coming
Thank you.
in.
Thank you, Chris.
Going to get back to the music, but first, look at the weather here in Rim Country on your classic hit station, KRIM 96.3 FM.
Hello. Please leave a message.
Thanks, bud.
Basin and surrounding areas.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, thank you guys. Yeah, and let me see. Is that something going through Edie, or I don't know if you wanted to?
He's a good one to plan with.
And I think like once every, once a quarter, once every 3 months. You think that would be?
I think that'd be good.
Because I know we talked about once a month being maybe too frequent.
Yeah.
If it's like once a quarter, just to
Yeah.
come in, and that way we could get the calendar scheduled,
Sure.
and it's on there. And,
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Edie's the one that schedules us.
That.
Are you going to the league this year?
Yeah.